Hi everyone, this is Oscar from Data Science Topics, and today in this video I will be showing you how to use lists. This is actually the first video for the series Python for Beginner. Before I go deeper into this video, please don't forget to subscribe my channel and by hitting the subscribe button and the like button if you like this video. And after this video I will be showing you how to use tuples and go deeper, but this is the very first video. um, by the end of this lecture you will know how to manipulate lists, how to use lists properly on your daily work. All right, so what is a list? A list is pretty much a container um, that holds any type of information. And when I talk about information, it could be pretty much anything, starting from numbers or strings, or character, or anything that you want. Okay, so lists are pretty much containers. As you can see, here is the syntax in Python. It can be a bracket. Some people use the list function with parentheses. I'm going to show you the code that follow with this tutorial. And after you subscribe, if you have any question about the material and the code that I'm going to be showing you, just as a demo, because this is my lecture style, feel free to shoot me an email and I will answer that. So back to this video, I was telling you that a string is a container that holds all type of information. And when we talk about information, it could be numbers, it could be strings, it could be any kind of text or anything else. Okay, all right. Now there are multiple things that can be done with strings. The first one is indexing, and indexing, in this lecture I'm going to talk about the basic of indexing. There is much more to indexing, and in order for you to understand what indexes is, I will have a separate video for that. But what you want to keep in mind here, after you put all the elements uh, of your list, the way Python works is, if you want to retrieve the first element, Python is going to consider as this as position 0. It's pretty much the position of the element in your list. So that's how you need to understand how indexing works. So the index for Oscar is 0. And if you want to retrieve the first element, you're going to have to call the position 0 of my list. That's pretty much how it works. There's a way to retrieve. So this is the simplest way to retrieve any element within the list, starting from the beginning, but starting from the end of the list. There's a more another way for to do it, but I'm not going to show this in this video. So but let's move forward. So I was talking about indexing. Another useful tool that you can do with lists is appending. And what appending does is, say for instance you already have a container, right? This container already has A, B, C, and D, and you want to add an extra element called E, right? In order for you to obtain A, B, C, D, and E. All you need to do is write the syntax right here, my list, which is pretty much A, B, C, D, that append E, and you're gonna get what the answer below. So this is what appending is useful for. And appending only use one character at a time. Okay, I'm going to show you another function that is very similar to appending, that is not to be confused with appending shortly. Counting counts the number of occurrences of an element within a list. The number of occurrences of an element within the list. When you look at this list right here, A, B, A, D, what you have here, you're trying to find out how many times do I find A in my list? How many times do I find each element within my list? And of course, A appears twice in my list, B appears once, and D appears once. Now, you want to be specific when you use the count function, because you want to ask Python, how many times does A appear within my list. This is the appropriate syntax to use. All right. Extending. Extending is very similar to appending, with the only difference that with extending, you kind of appending another list. Here, you're not only appending one element, but you're appending two elements within a list. So, and that's what extend is used for. So, in this illustration, you already have your list, and you're trying to append not only E, but E and F at the same time, and that's what you get. Arithmetic operation. You can do a lot with a list. The first operation that you can do with list is minimum, descriptive statistic, pretty much. I have a list that contains 2, 1, 6, and 10. What I want to do is I want to find the minimum of this list. Now, how does Python works? Retrieving the minimum, pretty simple. Python sorts the list and then gets the first element and then index the first element of the list. So here I have 2, 1, 6, and 10 sorted that give you this order, and all you have to do is retrieve the first element, which is 1, and that's the syntax for in Python. Same thing with maximum, but on the reverse side, what Python does is sort the list in reverse order and take the first elements of the sorted list, and the answer is 10 here. And here's the syntax, pretty simple, max of my lists. The next operation, very useful, and probably used the most for list, is sum. And here, when we talk about sum here, we sum in the values of a list, okay? We sum in the values of the list. Now, when you sum all this up, it gives you 10, and here is the syntax of the summation for the list. Length. Length actually give you the size of your list, or in other words, counts the number of elements within your list. Here, we do not worry about the values, but the number of elements within the list. Here you're seeing 4 elements, and this is pretty much the size of your list. And the syntax in Python is length of my list. All right, so now that we have covered the most used function for a list, let's jump right into Python. And again, if you want this material, this PowerPoint slide, feel free to subscribe and send me an email, and I will send you the PowerPoint slide and also the codes